Hi Lakers, this is a quick tutorial to help you enter your course request successfully on your Aeries student account. From your login page, and one tip I do strongly suggest is use a computer or a Chromebook to do this process. The display and options are sometimes a little difficult to use on a mobile device, and you definitely won't be able to do this on a third-party app. You'll either need to use the actual app from Aeries directly or use a browser on your mobile device like a laptop or a Chromebook. Once you're logged in to the student account, and I'm going to reiterate that it must be a student account, you're going to go over to the left-hand column where you see my mouse, and you're going to click Classes. From Classes, you'll have a number of different options you can see, but what we're going to do while we're in the course request timeframe is we're going to click on the course request entry page. That will take you to a page that looks much like this. This student is currently in 9th grade. They're scheduling for the next grade level, which is 10th for this particular student. So depending on which grade level you have, and you will be in for the next upcoming school year, you'll see different courses already pre-populated here. Okay, so the different subject areas are over here. You also will have, for example, like an English class or maybe a math class or things like that. Everyone will also have pathways pre-populated, and some of those courses will actually be locked in. All right, but to make changes to that schedule or to add things like electives or other courses like a science class in the future, if you're like say going into junior or senior year, you can do a couple different things. Number one is you can type in the name of the course. It seems easy, but it's sometimes hard because you might not know the name of the course to actually go find. So what I suggest is actually just clicking all courses. And at North Tahoe High School, we don't have tons that will show up here. It probably won't look all that different than what you see listed here. Different names of the courses. This is a demo site, so it doesn't have, we don't obviously have chorus or things like that. But once you hit search and show all courses, it'll show the different classes. Just know that there might be several pages up here that you may need to click through. So if you don't see them all, or you're looking for something that's towards the end of the alphabet, they are alphabetical order, you can click the page icons here. To add courses to your course request, simply find the course that you'd like to add. The question mark will actually drop up or pop up an area. It'll highlight some information. If there's a course description included in Aeries, it might list that there, but it also highlights the A through G category if you're curious about that. But you can click on that. You can also click on the title to do that. And then it's going to give you two options. Number one, so if we're picking world language, we're going to request primary if that's our first choice. All right. So what we want to do from there is actually, for especially elective classes, we want to select an alternative course. So if we said Accelerated Spanish 1, if that class isn't an option, I would like to take French 2. So then I would request this as an alternate request. Okay, so that will show up down here. You can also, I'll show you another example if like French 2 wasn't available. Let's see, art, request an alternative. We can like sort the priority by clicking this button right here, priority sort, and then we can drag and drop things so we know the order of which one you prefer. You can also come in here and actually assign a course alternative to that particular class. So say you had a couple different alternatives, but you didn't want art if Spanish wasn't available, you wanted French. You could do that, and that would be associated with that particular course section. Like I said, some courses that you will have pre-populated will not be able to be removed. It'll be locked into your class schedule. So for example, like all students take a pathways class. However, if you had, for example, if you took English 10 and you wanted to take, I don't know if there's an honors English 10 in this one, but we'll just say on English 10 CP. What you don't want to do is have two English classes, okay, like this. So if you're scheduled into English 10 and you want to take the honors version of it, you do want to go back and make sure you remove the one that you don't intend to take. So you have one class here. Some courses like electives could have multiple courses showing up. And it's okay that if you don't have courses underneath each of these different columns. You might not have a career tech. You might not have a life science in the student's 10th grade, for example. That is how you will go about entering these course requests. Please do so within the window of time. Once that window closes, you will no longer be able to log in and record your course requests. And we will actually start taking changes once courses are released, hopefully towards the beginning or middle of May. If you have questions about any of this process, please reach out to your school counselor, but it should be pretty straightforward. And the last thing I will let you know is there is no submit button. Okay, as long as you have internet access on your device and you see this thing show up here, that course is now requested. There is no submit button anywhere on this page. All right, and then once you log in and do this, you can come back as many times as you like to make changes. So if you make a request happen here, and then say, for example, in 10th grade, if we push into a chemistry class to help you do this, we'll verify, you can adjust things there and throughout that window of course requests. All right, hopefully this goes well for you. If you have any trouble or issues, please let us know. Once again, just remember it has to happen during our course request window. If you're outside that window, this option will not be available for you. So just make sure you're within our course request window, which often happens during February. Thank you.